I finally got me a bass guitar. Let me see. It was a shabby second hand for 400. What the shit? And nothing like my old baby. But tough times call for blah blah whatever. Oh, green, I like it. He reached out to touch it, but I yanked it back. You know, all this would be so much easier if you were rich. I am rich. Right, that's why you're stealing your dad's credit card. It's his fault. He only gives me a small allowance because of some of the things I buy. Should I even ask his... He's too busy doing scribble. I mean, what's wrong with having a pet elephant? Other than the climate? Sure, it was his favourite roles, but that was only that one time. It sat on his favourite roles, whatever. And all the other times it made a mess. I always cleaned it up. I'm sure you did. Too much information. Back at the bar, Owen got my attention. We were on speaking terms again. Why were you not... He didn't know about you and Dallas. You got into an argument? Whatever. Here's your mail. Also, you got a call. That's new. If it's sterling, tell him to give me my stuff back and also to jump off a bridge. That's probably not the way you get your stuff back. Tell him yourself when you get a phone. I'll get a phone when I get possessions again. Oh, speaking of which, take a look. I proudly unzipped the bass's carrying bag. Owen inspected it with masked interest. You'll buy a guitar before you get a phone? Calls for me are never anything good anyway. I zipped the case back up and started opening my mail. So I guess you don't want me to tell you about the call? Is it bad? It's not good. Tell it to Emmett then. The last bar you played at complained about damages. They're demanding... La la la, not listening. I decided to ignore him and focus on the mail I got. He kept on going on about how they'll be on his back, not mine, yada yada. The letter... We really are just ignoring him. The letter had the address of the LeMay Hotel. I guess the mail for me was never good too. Opened it up and pulled out an invoice for damages. Oh, Jesus. The hell is this? Were you even listening to me? That ponytail rat bastard. He said that I wouldn't be charged for the whole thing. I mean, it was all Kirby's fault, and it... Well, yeah, again, like, I don't know, minor, sort of, an adult, you know, they're not the set... Whatever. Before Owen could respond to my outburst, I was out of the bar and racing to the hotel to sort this mess out. This isn't going to go well. Oh, this is going to go poorly. You cannot see Mr. LeMay at this time. He is meeting with Miss... I weaved past her and burst in through the office door. Sitting at the desk was an older woman, but the manager was standing next to her. Both were startled by my entrance. Good. Mrs. and Mr. LeMay, I'm very sorry, but here she is now. They were talking about me. Must be my incredible good looks. I coughed as I choked on the witty opener that I practiced on the way over. Definitely wasn't expecting that response. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were expecting her. This is the person, the grungy girl? Oh, come on, like you couldn't tell. Like, look at my hairstyle, for God's sake. It's got blue in it. She spoke in a ridiculous accent. I could barely understand her, but thankfully I did. I do the ridiculous accent, but I don't know what accent it is she's supposed to have. Is it over-the-top Britishness? Is it Italian? Is it French? I don't know. Well, if it's French, we're not going down that road again. Oh, too many dodgy French accents recently. Excuse me, she is a musician. She's very unorthodox, barging into an office uninvited. You can tell you're a bit... stoogey, for lack of a better word. That you think of me uncouth because I barged into an office uninvited. Well, that's part of why I think she's perfect for it. She's a risk taker, you know. The woman stood up to get a good look at me. She dismissed the secretary girl. Je ne mets pas cet défilé. Okay, so French is what we're going for. So we can't give her an accent. The camera's a little high, isn't it? Put that a little bit lower. I don't know what that means. I love... No, that's not... I don't know what said in Fulaise. You'd think as someone who lived in France, sort of lives, that I should really know more, wouldn't you? Je n'aime? Whatever. C'est juste l'idée de que tu animes pas? That's just the idea that you put forward? I think that's what that says. Absolument, I do not. Somebody listen to me. Yeah, I'm sorry. The manager walked over to me. I was just telling my mother about your band and how you've agreed to let me be your manager. I don't remember... Yeah, I don't remember taking ecstasy during this recording, which would make me forget that I said that, so I'm going to presume he's crazy. I paused as I changed my expression from really confused to really confused and what the hell? What? And about how I've absolved your debts to the hotel because of the arrangement. I processed what he was saying, and it suddenly clicked that he wanted me to lie for him. Okay. That also works, as long as he doesn't become our manager. Because, I mean, you know, rock and roll and anarchy and shit. He's a square man. Down with society and shit. I came to protest the invoice he had sent me, but here he was offering me a get-out-of-jail-free card, almost quite literally. I stared him down as I considered his proposal, but who am I kidding? Of course, I don't want to owe any money. Screw my bride, right? Right. That was the deal. A farce. This entire scheme of yours is a complete farce. First your fiancé, and now your job. Tell me, Bew, why is your heart so set on shaming your family? Fuck me! There's a whole bunch of families in here who are pissed off at one another, apparently, who don't really mind just showing one another up in front of each other all the time. You're turning my hair grey with all this, don't you? Do you know that? I think that's doing it by itself. You give me too much credit. At your age, I cannot boast for all the grey on your head. Yeah, this is what I said, but I said it cleverer. I laughed out loud, which really did not please Mummy LeMay. God, I hope you don't call her that again. She looked like she would steam from her ears at any second. My bloodline ends here. I have no children. Mother, don't be so rash. Give me 1 year, and if I have not found what I'm looking for, then I will return to whatever you have planned for me. She was breathing very deeply, but seemed to calm herself as she contemplated his proposition. 1 year? That's all I need. We'll see, and I will see you in 1 year. She snatched her purse from off the desk and hobbled out of the room, making sure to give me the stink eye as she did. Bew exhaled after she left and slunk over to sit down on his chair. He massaged his temples thoroughly. So, he looked up at me with some surprise. Well, I wasn't going to just vanish into thin air. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have been involved. Yet here I am again. It's a reoccurring thing, isn't it? Well, I'm thinking I should have. Talking behind people's back. We accidentally skipped something. Surely you know that I wasn't telling the complete truth. Complete? Try all of it was a big stinking lie. He sighed and looked away. Thank you. Is that what you want to hear? No, what I want you to do is to explain this to me. I slapped the hotel bill down on his desk, which was now little more than a crumpled up scrap of paper. You said I wasn't going to be charged, and then you sent me a bill. Lie much? Yeah, that's how you speak to hotel representatives. Cringe much? Am I right, M8 famting bruv? Wrong, I never said such a thing. Mr. Marcus Kirby stated that his family would cover damages if we kept Emmett Kirby's record clean. He did not vouch for you or your share of the cost. So you do indeed owe the hotel money, which is already overdue. That's where you're wrong. You just told me that my debt with the hotel, though it doesn't exist, would be removed. He delayed his response as if he forgot. That was in the moment to get you to play along. Yeah, I figured that out. Don't tell me you're not going to keep your end of the deal. Because I think if I run fast enough, I can catch up with your mum, and that won't be necessary. Consider your debt forgiven. Rolling in that imaginary debt which has now gone away. Look, when you're poor, you have to try and, take positives where you get them, okay? Great, good. Now I can return to life as normal. I think he's going to make a vouch for her to be a manager. Otherwise, I don't see why he'd have a character sprite. I turned to leave, but I spun back around. One more thing. How did you know I was starting a band? Is that a joke? You are Robin Gilly. Free from your old band, you spray-painted your intentions on the side of my hotel. Also, you're carrying around a guitar. Alright, yeah, no, fair point. That is... I mean, the writing is literally on the wall, so... Okay, I'm kind of stupid for not remembering all of that. That's easy stuff, okay. But how did you know where I was living? Quick research and an open ear. You're scary. Then you have much to be afraid of. Does your mum know all that? I guess not, however she soon will. That puts you in a pickle, huh? Because I don't have much of a band, to be honest. Just me and the younger Kirby, and the music gene skipped him, trust me. That's unfortunate for you. And you. You're mistaken, I don't really care about what my mother thinks of you or your band. She's agreed to let me have the year to myself not working this pathetic job. That's all I wanted. I got leverage on him, he has to help me. Why else? Why would I let something like that just slip past me? Hang on, I thought she was opposed to this idea. Now we want him as our manager? This isn't working well. And what happens after that year is up? How is that your concern? Is all you want just really a year break? If you don't like this stuff, then don't do it. He's just taking a year to embezzle money from the company. I don't consider a career in music a sincere replacement. Oh, were you one of these guys who hates music? No, I'm not. I used to play classically in my younger years. Of course you like classical music. He played what? Look at you talking like an old fart already. You can't be that much older than me. Are you willing to compare ages? Don't change the subject. I know your type. My type? I know that you do care about what your mum thinks about my band. It's a direct reflection of you. Because, I mean, if you're managing my band, why does it suck so much, huh? Blackmail, is it now? Not blackmail, dummy. I'm taking advantage of you. It's different. Well, I mean, sure, why not? Yeah, we'll call it that. He cracked a smile. I wasn't really expecting that. Very well, you have me figured out. My reputation is on the line if your band fails over the course of this year. I smacked his desk in victory. That's what I'm talking about. This day just keeps getting better and better. First, a shitty second-hand band that we got a bass that we got ripped off for $400. And now a new manager. I haven't had the time for a hobby in years. Perhaps this will be a pleasant diversion. I suppose I should meet with the rest of the band. You can meet with the Emmett, but you won't get much out of him. So you're saying that you have absolutely no one else even interested in your band outside of yourself and Mr. Kirby? You want to judge? I don't understand that retort. I'm always successful in my endeavours. Says the guy who needs a year off to play with a failing band that we've basically blackmailed him into going for. Like, you know, I'm not sure you are. Meaning you judge people a lot. Stop it. I'll try, no promises. Maybe this guy's such a stick in the mud after all. Now let's shake and make it official. He stood and gently took hold of my hand. He gave me the lamest of shakes. What the heck was that? You got to be more enthusiastic. Exactly. Man handshake. If the whole of this side of your hand doesn't feel like it's on fire at the end, you've done it wrong. I grabbed his hand and gave it a rough shake. That's how people shake hands. Right, I don't think he's used to it. Now come by the bar and we can discuss finances. Woo, we'll be getting $17 each from the band. You mean he wants to be our manager? Correct. Now, we already got one of those, me. I thought the agreement was that I manage. We don't need a manager, I'm in charge of this group. Oh, that's a pity. This is something that I'd wanted to invest my time and... Right, invest, as in money. Well, time and passion. Isn't your mother like the second richest woman in the world? If she was, I think she'd only speak for representatives. Actually, she's now the richest. Oh, okay. Octavia, the billionaire oil baroness of the Baltic, had a rather messy divorce last year. That's wonderful. Not exactly. She's a rather good friend of ours. That's splendid news. Welcome to the team. Oh, is your manager? No, I'm still the manager. You're now our producer, patron, sponsor. We need people skills. You can't just... I see, I'd rather serve as manager. I excel at... Why quibble with titles and such trifling detail? That's not the important thing, I suppose. Exactly. The most important is that you're rich. Hey, I'm rich too. No, you're not. You're on a weekly allowance. Bust Ponytail ain't just rich, he's mega rich. Please, you can call me Bew. I blinked at him, if I must. When can I expect our first donation? You really should try to hide your greed. It will give people the wrong impression about you. I think we've made our impressions very clear. Don't try and change me. If it's money you want, then let's talk money. I'll produce your band, but like any other producer, I'll require a hefty cut of your earnings. I opened my mouth to fight his claim, but I knew it would be true. How much are we talking? Since I'm generous, only 50%. When you want half of everything we earn, you better do a damn good job. He's giving you money! We just wasted $400 on a bass. He could have got us a much better one. I'm confident I will. With my resources, this band will surpass anything you've ever been part of. I laughed inwardly. How did he know that was my goal all along? Then we agree. Perfect. Now tell me the damage so I get started. Damage? How did you know about the bar incident? Shut up, Emmett! This is why we're the manager and you're a lonely fucking Sonic the Hedgehog shit impersonator. met your progress thus far, but I am relieved to know that you trash other establishments other than just my own. Kirby! I'll have to spin this into something positive. Are you familiar with the phrase, there's no such thing as bad press? I hope you're comfortable with an aggressive image. Comfortable? Aggressive is my middle name! Well, I was hoping we could be happy, but sure, why not? We're now aggressive Mook Cuntface. True to his word, Ponytail was quick to clean up the issue with the mess Emmett made in one of our gigs. Thankfully, he didn't challenge my position as the manager any further. I really didn't want to be under the thumb of anyone else anymore. Literally a photo. Not even a filter. The next day, he invited us to a condo in the city. When we got there, even Kirby was impressed. You're impressed by this. Not stunningly high expectations. Jesus. I mean, it's alright, but expect a bit, whatever. He thoroughly interrogated us both about what's been happening with the band, but I made sure to leave out the parts where certain people turned me down. Why haven't you held auditions? Because I don't want to. Explain? Because only people like Kirby would show up. Hey, I thought it was better now. Don't act like you're amazing, because you're not. I think it's because you're afraid that no one else will show up. That's probably true. Well, shouldn't I be? Sterling's been bad-mouthing me. Has he? Did you hear the awful things they said about me? I'm sorry, I assumed you had owned up to them. You're starting to really tick me off. Again, he's our manager. He's the one with all the money. Maybe not pissing him off, is it? Whatever. Yeah. He cleared his throat. Statistically, you need at least 4 people in a band for it to truly be successful. 5 members are optimal, but I think your ego will count as 2 people. How dare you, good sir! Good day. I'm not going to walk out. Excuse me, what was that? Because of this situation, we may have to pay the remaining 2 people to work with us. No. I don't want to work with some hired freelancers. If they don't want to be in my band, they can go fall in a ditch. Yeah, you've really got to want to be in our band to join. It's so beautiful and idealistic and wrong. Pew adjusted his glasses. I think we were getting to him. Not even temporarily. I crossed my arms as I thought about it. I really didn't want to have to pay someone to want to make music with me. That's not how bands worked in my experience. Bands were always a group of friends, laughing and joking, and really passionate about what they were playing. No, we're going down the manufactured route. Just call us Westlife. Wait, no, that name's already taken. Call us Southlife. Did you hear me? I shook out the nostalgia. Was I supposed to? If that's how you feel, then you'll need to find someone you like enough to join very soon. Why, what's happening? I booked us as entertainment for a birthday celebration. A birthday party? What, with kids? No, it is relative of one of my hotel's board members. She's very prestigious in the fashion industry. Oh, that's brave. He hasn't even heard us play. Wow, I didn't know you could do that. He's great. We should have gotten a manager way sooner. Who's fucking manager here? Wait, is it me? It's fucking me, so fucking shut up, Kirby. Fucking ram you up Sonic's arse, mate. He's not the manager, I am. Of course, I simply recommend us. But because of the clientele, you'll need a full band by then, or else I'll be forced to hire someone. Else, I presume that means. I already knew what I was going to say. I was just waiting for him to finish talking. What about you? Pardon? You said you played classically before? Oh, yes, I was a pianist. Well, did you stop? He glanced over his shoulder almost instinctively. All I saw was a door. No, I suppose I still am. I haven't played in some time, though. Oh. But I receive your point. If worst comes to worst, I'll be a 4th for the party. Excellent, Rob. We'll just got another band member. That's not exactly what I said. No, it is. That is exactly what he says. We're blackmailing him. Sort of. Again. Hold up. Before anyone plays in my band, I have to hear them first. Emmett shot me a stupid glance. New rule. Very well. He stood up and walked over to the closed door behind him. He found a key and unlocked the door. Oh, okay. I thought it was in a bathroom. It's not in a bathroom. The reverberation would be awful. When he opened it, I saw a magnificent piano in the center of the room. Why'd you keep your piano room locked? It's not a piano room. There are fucking Are you blind? Security. Who steals pianos? Slowly, he walked towards the... Yeah, that's a lot of effort for a burglar to steal, you know? Yeah. And then continued walking right past it to the corner of the room where a small table was tucked away. He removed a flower vase and pulled off the table to reveal a beat-up synthesizer hidden underneath. He rested his fingers on the keys as if he were hesitating. I'm afraid I might be rusty. You can't be much worse than Sonic, alright? Sounds like an excuse to me. Instead of replying, he immediately started playing a flamenco-inspired piece on the old keyboard. pretty good. Okay, this guy's got issues. However, the ferocity and ease with which he played shook me. It was really good for someone who claimed to have not practiced. It was almost flawless. I expected an old Mozart piece or something that he would mechanically recite, and I would yawn and call him the last resort. But there was something in the way he played that was, no, I can't describe it. It was something special. All I could think of while hearing him play was that he had to be in my band. Or not, we'll fucking smite you, mate. Sure, a keyboardist isn't typical for our genre, but I feel like he has what it takes to adapt. He has attitude while he plays. If anyone could pull it off, it's him. I've heard enough. The fuck was that? He abruptly stopped. Maybe he thought I was going to antagonize him some more. So that's it. Satisfied? What's the big idea, huh? Come again? You're a goddamn ace at the piano, Ponytail. Do not be fooled by that demonstration. That was a song I am very familiar with. Give me a good reason why you're sitting on the sidelines and not a permanent member of Clap or We Smite You. I don't know. I think the name alone is enough to put some people off. I'm not on the sidelines at all. I'm your producer. I enjoy music, which is the only reason I can stand to do something like this. Then be in the band. I excel at handling tedious issues such as scheduling of promotions. I have expertise in handling finances and payrolls and scheduling events and activities. I've even developed quite the extensive list of personal friends and contacts in the promotions and recordings industry. I know my role here. You're willing to do all that, but heaven forbid you actually be in the band. I can't be a musician. I have bigger things planned. Oh, now I see. Being a musician is just a big joke compared to managing a hotel. We got running our mouth off again. It's a very odd way of convincing people, you know? You've got to get yourself a real job, like a doctor or a lawyer, while us kiddies play dress up and play rock star. Is that it? No, not at all. You're a rotten liar. Robin, quiet. Mummy and Daddy are talking. Having had his fill of me, he attempted to leave the room, but I blocked his path, hands on my hips. You're not leaving until you agree to play in the band. He didn't even try to go around me like they always do. Is that how you normally get your way? Keep people from leaving and blackmail? Yes. Yes. Almost exclusively at this point. It works, sometimes. Then it would be a waste of your time, to avoid your demand. I squinted at him. Is he trying to bargain with himself? Definitely. He sighed and frowned. I smiled. Then I have no choice to bend to your will. Your tactics are dirty and unfair, which makes them all too powerful. Sure, he says that, but it was obvious he just wanted an excuse to play for me. But I will relinquish the position as soon as a more suitable replacement is found. Yeah, sure. He offered his hand to seal the deal. I smiled and gave him a vicious shake, nearly knocking off his glasses right off his face. How hard were you shaking? You're going beyond the realm of what a normal handshake would be. I feel you're just doing like in order to shake his glasses. Whatever. Good luck with that. Hey, maybe this band thing can really work out. We still have to go far to catch up with Sterling, but with a super rich, super connected, super skilled guy like Ponytail here, you can't go wrong. My only worry is that he may come off as too fancy pants for my band. Well, you know, we'll just get him an outfit. It's fine. Probably fucking charge us $1,000 for it. So as long as he doesn't try to change my music, we should be fine for a while. Now that you're a part of the band, you have to start practicing with us. Must I? Yes, I suppose I must. Damn right you must. Who knows? Maybe you'll actually enjoy it. While my taste is usually more refined, I am known to have exceptions. What does that mean? I'm lost. You and me both, Kirby. You and me both. Well, we got a new member. Way! Rejoice. Much rejoicing. Thankfully, Ponytail helped out the band right away, giving us contacts to the biggest recording studio in the city. The recording studio has been added to the daily planner. Recording songs is the first step to releasing CDs, which will be your main source of income. The biggest obstacle right now was getting that fourth band member, and he had to be a guitarist, a really rockin' one too. But all the guitarists I know have either jumped ship or are siding with the enemy. I'm not going to hold an audition until I absolutely have to, which is the day before the birthday gig. I prayed that I find someone decent before then. Come on, God, you owe me. God, I feel owes you nothing. Wait for the 7th of June. Okay, I'm sure I can do that. Band info. Public opinion. Oh, no, I want to see that thing. There we go. I want to see what he looks like. Why does he have a loose tie and a t-shirt with a skull over it? Just out of interest. He looks more rocky than I feel he'd actually bother being. We do also only have $10. Where's that fucking financial contribution you fucking said you'd have? Band meeting. What other things can we talk to him about? Fiance, your mother, being rich. I know which one she'd go for first. Holy shit. So much to talk about. Actually, what's our skill with him? Probably worse than they are with Emmett. Alright, manage band. I want to see what his skills are like. Almost worse than Emmett, which is impressive. Jesus. Alright then. Next time you see us, we'll be a bona fide band full of people who still can't write, play music, really have much star quality, or have CDs. I mean, you can't make a CD. Okay. Who uses CDs nowadays? Can't we sell our shit online? Spotify, be paid a very, very measly amount. Oh well, off to stardom, here we come!